Let's see. Why is it late? Is it like that? Okay. Okay. Hey, welcome to the Geekettes video review of Civil War, Captain America. Wait, what is it? Civil colon? Isn't it colon?
Yeah, but you don't gotta say that.
Oh no, it's forget it. Okay, hey, Geekettes. Okay, wait. No, it's Captain America, Civil War. Whatever. Okay, Civil War. Okay, wait. Anyways, hey, welcome to the Geekettes video review of Captain America, Civil War. I'm sorry. I just want to say Civil War.
Civil War.
Yes, we are finally doing the review because it's gonna be a spoiler review. It's been like 2 weeks, but you know we've been busy.
More
you
than
know.
2 weeks. Yeah.
We've been
very
weeks.
busy.
It's been 2 weeks.
I don't know.
It was early May.
That's true.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, we've been busy because school, is about to finish now, and this is finals week, so I've been kind of like, I'm done.
I've been done. Work and doing all this stuff on the side.
Yes. So anyways, yes, let's go back. Captain America, Civil War. What did you think of it, Christy? Oh yes, this is Christy. I'm Shirley.
I didn't know.
Yeah. What do you thought of it?
I actually really enjoyed Civil War. More so than Winter Soldier.
I actually did too. I know people say Winter Soldier is the better one, which Winter Soldier is a great movie. But I don't know. I think there's some aspects of Civil War that I like better. But go ahead, because I'm like cutting you off. Sorry.
It's okay. Anyways, like I was saying, it's a really good movie. I really like the fact that it's more dramatic in this film, especially with
Winter Soldier.
No, Civil War.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry about that one.
No, because I thought you said it was more dramatic than Winter Soldier, and I thought Winter Soldier was a little bit more dramatic.
You think so? Maybe the storyline, but I feel like it was dramatic. It was dramatic.
Yeah, I think because Winter Soldier is more like a political thriller kind of thing, and then Civil War is more like a little bit more action-y than. But there's some aspects of Winter Soldier that I like, and then there's some aspects of Civil War that I like that does better, and vice versa. So I don't know. They're even.
Well, when I mean drama, I mean the quality of the storyline, how it was really good, connecting the characters, and the fact that they could act.
Yeah,
they were acting really good. I think
yeah,
so.
I think with Winter Soldier, I'm sorry we keep on going back to Winter Soldier, but it is this, Civil War is a sequel to it. Winter Soldier has more of a cohesive story than Civil War, because a Civil War had to introduce like a lot of things, but I have to say they did it really well.
I think they go into the main storyline much earlier in the film, and it's like
because it picks up to like what happened in Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier. So I think that works out really well. Instead of them introducing the characters in the beginning, which is always the case, like especially in Avengers, they have that little prelude where they got to introduce all these different characters. Here they introduce the characters in the middle of the movie, so I really like that. And when I mean more drama, I just felt like the interaction between the characters were more emotionally connected.
No, well, the biggest like plot line of Civil War is that now you have have you seen Avengers: Age of Ultron? You have the team now with like Scarlet Witch and Falcon and Vision, but Vision's not there because I guess he's too powerful. I don't know.
Right.
But Scarlet Witch is really powerful too. And then you have Black Widow and who else was on the team? That was it, right? For Captain America. Okay. Yeah, because that's how it starts. Something happens. They're going after Crossbones, who wasn't Winter Soldier. He was one of the soldiers. I forgot his name. The actor's name is Frank Grillo. Anyways, but his character Crossbones they tried to go after him because he's like a terrorist now. Terrorist. He's a tourist. So yes, it's in Lagos, Nigeria, that they're trying to get Crossbones, and
it's a biochemical that they're going after, right?
Yes,
he's trying to steal that.
So Captain America and him are fighting. And then, because he tries to bomb himself in Captain America, but Scarlet Witch, does her magic thing. I don't know what the fuck she... and then, she kills, like puts him up, I guess, to throw him up.
And then it's like a force field. Like she can do force field.
By accident, she kills people in
Nigeria.
Yeah, in the building.
Lagos.
So she kills innocent, people. So of course she feels bad, and that's when the General Ross, I think, comes in, and the government, the UN, I guess, wants all the superheroes, the Avengers, to sign the Soviet Accords. Because everything that happened in New York, and then Washington D.C., and then of course in Age of Ultron with in Sokovia.
So it's like a registry, so that they can like have a list of all these people with super powers.
So they could have control over where they send them, or where not to send them. Exactly. And of course Captain America doesn't want to sign it, because then they have control over their, like, who to help or who not to help, which is kind of messed up, because you should help everybody. This is why I like Captain
America.
And then Iron Man wants to sign it because
he feels like there needs to be some oversight.
Somebody from I forgot. God, who was the woman? She worked in the government. I forgot, human resources. I don't know.
Human resources.
But Alfre Witta, who's such a great actress. Just in that one scene, she was amazing.
Yeah. Exactly. Who was in Heaven and Soul? Heaven and Soul?
I think that was a reunion with Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr.
So I was
that was the first reunion in that film.
Yeah, that actually made me want to see that movie. I was like, I want to see that movie. I remember her and him. But she was so good in that scene. So her son died. Her young son, who was just helping out building homes and stuff. A good young man. He died in Sokovia. And of course, a lot of the shit that went down was because of Ultron, who was created by Iron Man and the Hulk. Everybody always says the Iron Man, but it's also the Hulk too.
Exactly.
Bruce Banner kind of helped create him too. So they both have to blame. So it's kind of funny how Iron Man's like now telling people, okay, this is how we have to react after all this shit. But anyways, so so then they pick sides. It was more, the picking sides thing of like your Team Cap, the Team Iron Man, was because of a marketing thing, really. They were smart with their marketing, Disney. Because it was mostly like Captain America's point of view more than Team Iron Man or Iron Man. Even though Iron Man was in it a lot. Because of course it's still a Captain America movie. So people always question, is it an Avengers 2.5 or whatever movie? Or is it a Captain America movie? I actually feel it was a Captain America movie. Because you got a lot of him.
A lot of
and then you have the storyline of Bucky too.
Bucky. Exactly.
Who of course gets blamed. Because you have the Zemo character who's played by Daniel Bruhl, who was actually pretty good. I know Zemo didn't do a lot, and some people say
he's a really great actor.
Yeah, some people say he was a weak villain, but I thought he was actually
I thought he was very subtle and
I like
I
actually liked him
and all that.
I liked his villain plot because, of course, it's a revenge story. It's simple, his wife and his family died in Sokovia, and he worked for the Sokovian government, I guess, as a soldier or something.
And
or maybe not the military.
Did you hear anything about his storyline, like about him wanting to get revenge and why he's doing this? Like, some people might think that that's a weak storyline, or
I know where people are coming from, that it was just like, oh, okay, it's weak because it's just a revenge plot and everything.
But it's not.
But I thought it was fine. I mean, some people say that about Black Panther's storyline because it was just a revenge plot too. And I was like, but we'll get Black Panther later. But I like those storylines because it makes it human,
Yeah, very human. I don't think his storyline was weak. I just think it was very human.
Yeah. So he blames Bucky because everybody, of course, wants to get Bucky because he was a soldier, right? Mm-hmm. For the Russian.
Right, but he had
who killed people for Russian.
He had a really he was using Bucky as a ploy to getting Cap and Iron Man to go against each other to break up.
Yes, that's the
empire,
revenge.
as he called it.
To get revenge on the Avengers. Yeah. Yes. So I liked his storyline. He was actually a pretty good actor too. He's a really good actor.
He was in Rush, and if you haven't seen Rush, you have to watch it. He plays Nicky Lauda in Rush. He's like one of the. Yeah, that's his name. It sounds funny, right? It sounds like a girl's name, but that's his name.
No, I thought it sounds like
he's actually
Latino or something, like Spanish.
Yeah, Spanish. Spain.
Oh, okay,
He plays a Spaniard in the
okay.
film, and he's a race car driver. It's with Chris Hemsworth. Yeah. Gotta see it. Recommend it. Totally good.
So now I'm laughing because of Chris Hemsworth. I'm sorry. Okay, anyways, let's go back to Civil War.
Right.
Okay, yeah, so then, of course, that brings in, because the people who died of what happened with Crossbones and Scarlet Witch, the people who died in Lagos, Nigeria, sorry. There were, some of the people there were from Wakanda, right?
Wakanda.
Yes, so of course the king of Wakanda, T'Chaka, yes, the king, T'Chaka. He, shut up.
Sorry.
We're bad with names. Come on. Okay, he's like pushing the Accords, which makes sense because his people died.
Yeah.
You know, these innocent people. So of course that's when we meet Black Panther, who's T'Challa, who's the Prince T'Challa. So yes, Chadwick Boseman was really good.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. He was in 42, if you didn't get to see the Jackie Robinson story.
Yeah.
He was good in that. I really love him.
And he was in Get On Up.
Get On Up.
Which is the...
I really... It was alright, Get On Up.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I heard 42 was good. I have to see that one. But yes, he was really good in here. I really liked his accent as well. It's Wakanda. It's a made-up country.
It's a made-up country.
I like that.
It's a technologically advanced country, and it also has tribal life. And I really am looking forward to Black Panther when it comes out.
February 2018.
I really want to see how they're gonna pull that movie off.
Yeah, I want to see that too.
I think you were saying something that they were even thinking of shooting in Africa too.
They want to, but I don't know if they are. But they want to.
It would be really cool if they did that, because then it just really puts it into context.
Yeah, Ryan Coogler is the director.
I know, and he did Creed and Fruitvale Station, which I haven't seen, and it's on Netflix. I just don't think I could see that movie yet.
Because that's sad. I want to see it though. I have to get to see it.
But I already looked up Creed in the library. Yes, I'm waiting for it to come through in the library.
So yes, it was funny because somebody from Africa was like, this guy was like, I didn't like his accent. Like, people bring up the fact that they didn't like his accent, and I was like, I thought his accent's good. I guess because I'm American, and they have a right to say that because they're from Africa. But at the same time, it's a fake country.
It's a fake country.
So
like, can't really be.
It's like
too judgmental and critical.
He can't really go to one accent because Africa has many countries in it.
I forgot how many languages too.
Yeah, so they have many dialects and languages. It's like, what can you do? I thought it was pretty good.
So he was great. I mean,
better than Will Smith.
For Marvel, I think I don't really know. Before this movie, I didn't really know anything about Black Panther.
I didn't either, except from that Storm comic book, and I didn't actually.
Oh, the Storm comic book, which I read.
It was pretty good. I didn't like Black Panther in it, though.
No, because he kind of...
His character was kind of serious and kind of a little bit boring.
And then he was mind controlled, too, in the cast, so he was...
I love Storm, though. But yeah, I didn't really like his character. I guess because it wasn't really... But I really liked him in this movie. Like, he made...
Yeah, and he came out in...
So I can't wait for this movie.
The comic books in 1966.
Fantastic Four, which was cool.
And he was, like, the first person of color in a comic book, a mainstream comic book. So it was just really cool to see that. And then I think it was Stan Lee and Jack Kirby who created him, and it was right before the Black Panther Party started. So prevalent to the times in the somewhere.
We were looking at that. That was actually very interesting.
Yeah.
So yes, because we want to know more about the character. Yes, so let's go on.
I know, right?
Because there's so much to talk about. So yes, and so so they fight the General Ross. There's a lot of shit going on. Wants to bring in Captain America because he's going after Bucky, And how did you like Bucky in this movie? Sebastian Stan.
He was alright. He was cool. He was
cooler than Winter Soldier.
He was.
I actually care for his character here, but I don't. I still don't get the love affair with Bucky.
No, I mean it could have been stronger, but you kind of saw little glimpses of their connection.
I like that.
Captain America.
I liked it better than Winter Soldier in a sense, because he was more of a villain there, and here you get to understand him better.
Yeah, you can see almost his pain inside. Yeah. Like
Falcon was funny. Falcon's helping Captain America.
Man, I love Falcon.
Yeah. Falcon was funny in this movie. I didn't like him. He was fine in the other movies. Like in Winter Soldier, he was fine. He was cool. But here, it was like he was more funnier, and they got.
I feel like he was more connected to the characters in the film. Like before.
Anthony Mackie, of course, is the actor.
I don't know. I just felt like he was more connected with the characters.
So yes, that action scene in the tunnel with Black Panther and Bucky on the motorcycle, that was a really cool action scene.
Yeah.
And the funny thing, the beginning action scene in Lagos, people were saying that like that was amazing, but it was good. The action was crazy good, especially with Black Widow, who was like kicking ass. Like she was cool, amazing in that.
Yeah, that was fighting scene.
Yeah, she was awesome. But it made me sick. Did it make you sick? Like I was like,
the camera work was.
I was getting a little dizzy, like in that action scene. But it got better with the tunnel scene.
The tunnel scene when they introduced Black Panther.
Yeah.
I just love the way they made him look so animalistic and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and
like a panther. Like I like that.
That was awesome.
Yes. So of course, Captain America is going against everybody because Bucky's the love of his life or something.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
He's like one of the. That's from his time. Because alive.
That's his best friend.
Gonna be the love of his life.
Because Peggy Carter died in this movie, which was really sad because I like that actress.
I know.
Hayley Atwell. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was sad that she just died. But I love the saying that Sharon Carter, who's her aunt, said in that funeral that what makes Captain America have his stance against that Accords. Yeah. And I love that saying. I actually found out that saying that she says, he says that to Spider-Man in a comic book.
Oh, really?
So that's actually a saying he said to Spider-Man about taking the stand and stuff. Yeah. So I love that they transferred it to Peggy, because Peggy, it makes sense with Peggy because she was a strong, amazing woman who had to take her stand against all these crappy men
in that era.
Especially
and fight up for her position.
So I can understand why he stand next to Bucky, because he's the only person alive that he knew, because now that Peggy was gone and that was the love of his life. So that was really sad. So so they have to pick their teams. Captain America, of course, brings in, what's the guy? Ant-Man. Paul Rudd. And who's funny? Paul Rudd's always funny.
Paul Rudd wasn't that
he wasn't in a lot, and Hawkeye came in as well in Captain America's team, and Jeremy Renner was actually not bad. I like Jeremy Renner in Age of Ultron because they gave him a little bit more to do, because I know people would be like, Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye is like, why is he an Avenger?
No,
he actually wasn't bad in this Age of Ultron and this movie. Yeah, so I don't know.
But I really wanted to see more of Ant-Man, though. Even though he was
Ant-Man was funny.
But I mean talking, because he's funny. They should have given him a lot more lines.
Yeah, so of course there's not a lot of team members in Iron Man's team. So of course Black Widow gets Black Panther. And that was that cool scene with that lady, his bodyguard.
Oh, yeah.
Move or be move. She was awesome, though. I was like, who's that chick? I want to see more of her. I hope she's in Black Panther.
I know, she looks so cool.
I don't know the actress name. I know she's German. I don't know her name.
She's German? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she looked fierce.
She looked fierce. I love that. That was cool. That was a cool woman. She said that to Black Widow. Yeah, okay. So she went to go get Black Panther, and of course, Iron Man had to go get Spider-Man, and because everybody's waiting for like Spider-Man. And when Queens came up, everyone was like, "Oh shit, this is it! I got mad hyped though. I'm not gonna lie. When Queens popped up, and you're in New York. We're in New York, so when you watch it, it's like it just makes more sense. And it's Spider-Man. So.
I got excited.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's the cutest Spider-Man. You just want to put him in a pocket and just like carry him around.
He is adorable.
He is so
he's getting older now. He's shooting now the next film, right?
Yeah. Damn, he's not that old yet.
He's getting old. Like he's so cute as Spider-Man.
He is so cute. Dude, Andrew Garfield was like 28 when he did the first Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah. 28, but he kind of still looks young, though.
And he still looked young. Yeah, of course, 28 is young. But still, I mean, he was almost pushing 30, and he was playing a high schooler, which is totally different.
You know, what I like about his character is that he's still, so like, young and playful.
And happy, I love that. Happy. I just want my superheroes happy, okay?
Exactly.
Everybody's so goddamn serious. It's just like...
That's depressing. But he was just so cool. Like, even... Oh, okay, later we'll talk about that. But the fight scenes and stuff.
Oh, yeah, the airport. So anyways, yes, he was so cute. I just want to pinch his cheeks. We were talking about he looks like Jamie Bell. He looks like a younger version of Jamie Bell from Billy Elliot. He does. And I actually found out he played Billy Elliot in the musical version.
Really?
When he was young. That's actually funny. I just saw that. So anyways, he was Tony Stark and him. I love their chemistry, and I think that's why they bring him in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yeah, they're both funny.
That was a great scene because the part where he talks about in the bedroom about how he, you know, when you have these powers but you don't do anything, then it's your fault. I'm like paraphrasing. It's not like the whole thing, because I love that scene because you get that sense of he's talking about Uncle Ben without actually mentioning Uncle Ben. And it talks about how, you know, you have to do something when you have the responsibility to do it. And it's basically, that speech is almost exactly what Captain America is basically doing. Yeah, so it's funny how it's like Iron Man doesn't really give the whole story to this kid. No, he just says, "Hey, look, I could." He's a bad man. Iron Man basically blackmails him with Aunt May, which is kind of sucks because he's a kid and he's not giving him the option of actually being on his side. Because I feel like Spider-Man would have been on Captain America's side.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, you know, Spider-Man's poor and he's like just, you know, just wanting to do good. And that's why I always like Spider-Man as a superhero. He's my favorite superhero aside from Batman.
Yeah, mine too.
But yeah, that's why I always related to him. And my dad, when I say something, my dad, when Spider-Man popped up, was probably the best moment of I ever saw a movie, because he got up from his seat. He was like looking like... Because that's how, like, hyped he was. Because Spider-Man is his favorite hero, too. Yeah. You know, my dad is a Puerto Rican man who came from this country. And he's poor as well. And he just, I guess, you know, everybody just likes the aspect of Spider-Man being the everyday kind of kid.
Poor. Coming from a poor family.
Yeah, and I love Spider-Man. He was awesome. You needed that levity, too, with Spider-Man. So everything was getting so serious and kind of boring a little bit. So it was just like, when he popped up, everything... The movie popped.
The energy of the movie just took
up. So I think you needed Spider-Man.
Yeah, that whole scene, like I could have saw that scene a couple of times.
Yeah, so Spider-Man: Homecoming comes out July 7th?
Oh, damn, you remember the day?
I think it's July
27th.
But it's 2017, so it's not. That's over.
Sorry, we had to take a little break.
Oh yeah, because our video kind of cut. Because we've been talking a lot. So anyways, I was talking about Spider-Man: Homecoming. And it comes out next summer, and I can't wait for that movie because, of course, I want to see this Spider-Man again with Tom Holland, who's the actor, and I have to give it to him because he came in late and he only had like 2 scenes, and he was amazing. I felt like that was actually Spider-Man. So congratulations, kid. Anyways, yes, and I'm shocked that I want to see another Spider-Man movie because, no shit, there's been a lot of Spider-Man movies.
I know, but this one I think is going to be super cool because the way they write his story is so cool and his lines are just so dope. It reminds me of the TV show almost. Like the Spider-Man TV show, if anybody
Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man movie got me in. It was the reason I got into comic books and the superhero genre because of that movie. And he was pretty good as Peter Parker, not as good as Spider-Man. Not the Spider-Man comic. And then
the way they wrote the Spider-Man character.
Yeah, and then Andrew Garfield, that whole genre of like the Amazing Spider, I hated all of them. I don't even think he was that good.
They were trying too hard, honestly.
I didn't think he was that good. I didn't really like him.
Anyway,
Spider-Man, he was alright. He actually got it more than Tobey Maguire in the quips, but that was like only one scene, really. And then his Peter Parker was just,
yeah. Anyways, forget about that now. Forget about that. That's the past.
Anyways, yes. Tom Holland, amazing. So I can't wait for Spider-Man Homecoming. Next summer.
Homecoming.
Yes, which is like a play on, I guess, the dance. Maybe they're going to fight in the dance or something.
Oh, that's so cute. And it's kind of like...
because the director is John... Was it
Watts?
John? I think so.
Watts.
He's a new director. He did Cop Car. He's like an independent director.
He does drama, but I don't know. I hope he could do this one good.
Yeah, but I actually can't wait for this movie because they say it's gonna be like a John Hughes movie, and I love John Hughes movies. If you don't know them, you know, like he wrote 16. Yeah, he did 16 Candles.
He wrote Pretty in Pink.
Day Off. He wrote Pretty in Pink, which I love. Ducky.
Breakfast Club.
Hello.
Ducky
has my heart.
Oh man, I would have chose Ducky in a heartbeat. Jeez, she was crazy. Anyway,
yeah, they were supposed to be together, but they didn't because she didn't want it. Molly Ringwald.
I know. How is
but
that?
I can understand. But come on, Ducky.
That's what John Hughes originally wrote.
I love John Hughes
Molly
movies.
Ringwald to end up with.
Because they were coming age story. So that's where you could kind of sense that Spider-Man is going to be a coming age story. And also I heard he's not going to have a love interest. Which is great.
Wow, that's actually interesting.
He's young and it's also cool that they're not going to like focus on that. But I hope to God they do Mary Jane. Because she's actually my favorite female.
I love Mary Jane.
She's actually my favorite character in the whole comic book world. I'm not even lying. And she's not even a superhero. But she's like a superhero in her own sense. Because all the shit she went through. She comes from a broken home. Yeah. And, you know, she's her own person. And she wants to do her own thing.
She's hustling.
She's not like a love... That's how she is in the comic book. When they introduced her, she wasn't introduced as a love interest. She was just a friend and somebody he could... lean on and stuff. And that's when Stan Lee... Actually, if you ask Stan Lee who's his favorite non-superhero character, he says Mary Jane Watson, which is actually cute. So yeah, I hope they do her right, and I hope they get a young actress, because if they get like a 30-year-old compared to the kid who they have now...
I think they'll do
that. That would be freaking weird.
To see who the selection is. And the villain.
And I love. Can I just say, I love that they have a diverse cast of like people of color, young actors. I love when new talent like that comes on, especially that Guatemalan actor.
Oh,
Tony something. I forgot his name.
The one was in Dope?
Last name. Yes, in Dope and Budapest Hotel.
Budapest Hotel.
That is so cool. And
Zendaya,
I think her name is. I forgot her name. But I love that they're getting new talent of people of color, of young actors. And that's amazing. And I want more of that. Especially in Spider-Man, and, you know, because it's Queens and it makes sense. So...
Yeah,
that's
exactly
cool. That'd be cool if they get like a woman of color.
I think it was a long time ago. I read an article that Queens is like the most diverse.
Yeah, it's the most diverse
borough.
Yeah,
so
it is. So it makes sense.
Yeah,
because all these Spider-Man movies, I was like, why is there only white people in here? Exactly. That's not how it is. No. That's not how it is.
Be true.
So yeah, John Hughes movie. I can't wait for
John Hughes.
And
who's gonna have the villain?
Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton just got cast, which is awesome, because I was like, Michael Keaton's a great actor. Vulture.
It's funny, he's playing a bird again.
Yeah.
Birdman.
So he's the main villain. Michael Keaton's a great actor. He's having like a renaissance or.
Yes, a renaissance. It is.
Like his career.
Hell yeah.
So I think that's awesome, because I always love Michael Keaton.
Exactly, because he's also gonna be in Beetlejuice 2.
He's also playing McDonald.
Do I?
In a bio, I think.
He is?
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's coming out this fall.
Oh, word? Oh, man.
Which is interesting. But yes, so Beetlejuice, yeah, he was amazing. Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Tim Burton's doing that film.
Yeah, so
oh my god,
that comes out Spider-Man Homecoming, July, of course. So let's get to the airport scene, because that's what we really wanted to talk about as well. Exactly. The big action scene was amazing. You know, you had every character sized up. Like, you know, you have the powerful like Scarlet Witch with Vision, and then, you know, Ant-Man with Spider-Man, you know, the comedians of each group, and then Captain America with Iron Man, and then the Falcon with who the hell was he fighting? Don Cheadle? Was it Don Cheadle? Iron Man? I don't know. But
wasn't he fighting
and then I think so. No. It was War Machine. And then I love Don Cheadle as War Machine as well.
Yeah.
And then you have Black Widow with Hawkeye. You have all these characters, like, you know, they're all like measured, like, you know, they're all like same
Perfectly matched.
So it was so funny. That whole scene was amazing. Okay,
Go.
yes.
Yes, fight scene.
So the airport fight scene, they're all measured up, and it was like.
They all measured up. I like that.
I like how they
It was
were.
so
Yeah, so
adorable.
yeah.
I can't believe I'm
The
saying
part with
adorable.
Ant-Man when he becomes a giant man was probably like a holy. And then when Spider said, "Holy shit," that was like me saying that. So that was awesome. And that scene was like 17 minutes. I heard.
Yeah.
It's like it didn't feel long. Because you were so engaged in it.
It's
You were like,
true.
you
Like,
see,
what's gonna happen
because
next?
the question you always ask is like, who could take on who? And, you know, with
Yeah.
superheroes, it's not really like who could, what villain they could take on. It's
Did
like,
you
which
not
superhero
notice
could
how
take on who.
Vision was like...
Not really fighting a lot.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
guess
see him.
because he's so powerful. I think Scarlet Witch is the most powerful to me. And that's cool because I like how powerful
She
she
could take
is.
on Vision.
But,
Go girl.
and she was pretty cool too. Thank God they didn't do the accent that much.
Oh, where?
Because her accent, sorry, she was good, but her accent
she
was
was
all over
going
the
in and
place
out
in
with her accent.
in Age of Ultron. Here she was kind of going out in and out too, but it wasn't as bad as Age of Ultron.
Yeah,
so
'cause she was really trying hard.
yeah, and I like her
Go, girl.
powers.
Go,
She's so
girl.
cool and everything. She's but yeah, they weren't fighting a lot. Vision wasn't like he was gonna.
Yeah, I was like, where's Vision? Where's Vision?
I guess when you have so many powerful characters, it's like it kind of becomes like
Yeah, because
some of these characters could just take out everybody.
Exactly.
And I like how powerful. I like the fight scenes with Black Panther. Of course, we said that how cool he was, and how he clawed the Captain America shield.
Right, because
So-
we didn't mention like his suit is also made of vibranium.
Which the shield is as well, because that's the thing from Wakanda.
Wakanda, and that's why he's so rich, because Wakanda.
He's the richest.
Well, he's the richest man. They say
Yeah.
he's richer than Iron Man.
Yeah, he is.
Because vibranium, that's what his country is known for, vibranium.
So that's cool, and I love how Spider-Man's really strong too. Like I think he's almost stronger than everybody except for Vision.
You see that here.
Scarlet Witch and Vision. So yeah, he's really strong, but he doesn't like. And I like that he gets beat up too, though, because he's not experienced. Imagine when he gets experience and how stronger he's gonna be than most of those people. And I love the fight scene because we're New Yorkers. With Captain America and Spider-Man when he says
Where you from?
Where you from, kid? And he says Queens, and then he's like Brooklyn, and everybody was like clapping because you New Yorkers, we gotta be like that. They always be saying where they're from.
But we always go to the first screening, like the first night, and we usually go because the crowd is much hyper.
Yeah,
like they're just into the film,
especially
they're like
at that part. Because New Yorkers do that. You always gotta say where we're from, except for us, because we're from Manhattan.
I know,
and it doesn't sound like as amazing. Be like, yo, from Manhattan.
I know. I remember I used to be in parties and I'd be like, "Where's Queens at? Where's Brooklyn at? Where's Harlem at?" I was like, "Yo,
Manhattan,
where's the lower at?"
Yeah, we just say the lower or the Lower East Side because that's where we're from. Because Manhattan don't sound as cool. Nah. But yeah, so that fight scene was amazing. It's probably the best fight scene for me in the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because you never imagine to see all those heroes fighting each other. Like I never imagined that. Especially like Spider-Man being in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So thank you, Sony.
I think for real. Exactly, for giving him up. Not really giving him up, but loaning him, right? Just
step aside and let Marvel do their shit.
Yeah,
because they
can do
got
it so much better. Let me stop.
Yeah.
No, I don't hate.
Okay, so
sorry.
Do you want to like cut it short? The what was it called? The special. What was the post credit scenes? You remember those?
The post credit scenes with Spider-Man and his little
the spider signal, which is actually from the comic book, so that's cool that they're gonna show that, because that's something new that he got from Tony. And Marissa Tomei.
We did not mention that
as Aunt May. I love that because she's like everybody's like she's too young, and I'm like,
oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. Girl,
she's gorgeous.
You rocking it.
She's 51. She's
51.
Any age women are gorgeous. Like 70, 80, they're gorgeous women.
Exactly.
I don't understand that too young shit. She looked better than everybody. Every woman, all the women look amazing. But every woman, every man, she looked the best. I was like, you go girl. You do your thing.
Yeah.
But like, I like that. I like that there's younger because I feel like there's going to be the Aunt more young, like Ant vibe and everything. Like it makes sense to be an Ant,
younger Ant, because
to a 15-year-old, 16-year-old kid.
Not
so that
like
makes
how
sense.
it is in a comic book where she's like 80. Let me stop.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's really older.
I really thought that was his grandma, his great aunt, to be honest. So I don't really know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she was cool. So I can't wait to see her. Yes, and it made me want to see Only You, which I requested in the library because I was like, when I saw her and Tony Stark, they had chemistry. I was like, oh my god, I love Only You, and I would have to request
reunion.
it. I have to see it. Yes, I have to see it. So yes, yeah, that's so the Spider-Man thing was cool, and their little scene together that was
And
cool.
what was
So
the
I can't
other
wait.
credit? Somebody was asking me, and I was
that
like,
other credit for Black Panther.
Yeah.
But Bucky, you see Black Panther, Wakanda, and the statue, that was cool. But I didn't like the part that Bucky went under again. Like, I understand, but the whole movie was just like,
it was about
they're gonna do with
Bucky, and now he's going back into this ice prison.
I guess it makes sense, but I'm just like, so what was the whole point of the movie then?
Exactly.
Like, I guess because of the chords, but
right. But
I don't know.
Not only that, because he doesn't want to hurt anybody, so
Yeah.
Bucky was just thinking of other people, and I just it made me, it made me feel good, because then it made me think like, yeah, he's human again. Like, this is him trying to be himself.
I like seeing Wakanda. That was cool.
That was awesome.
That was cool.
like, yo, I'm waiting
to
for
see
that.
Wakanda.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was the whole movie. The whole movie, like, go see the movie. What the hell are you waiting for? If you don't got money, that's fine. That's understandable.
Library.
But
when it comes
yeah,
because that's what we do.
But look, you gotta go see this movie. It is
Okay.
awesome.
Right.
As hell. It's so much fun. I miss how much fun it is to see those type of movies that actually are good and have a story.
Good. Well, in this particular movie, I liked it because
and you care about the characters
Exactly.
again, even the new ones like Spider-Man and Black Panther.
Oh,
So that was cool.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is that in this particular story, like, you see the new characters coming in and then completely stepping out. And not being
I like the
out throughout
introduction
the whole
better
movie,
of those characters
Yeah.
than in Age of Ultron.
Mm.
I didn't really like it.
Even the
with
first
Vision
Avengers. Well, the first Avengers
with
was
Vision
like,
and Scarlet Witch and
But
Quicksilver,
no,
who just died automatically.
But anyways, yeah.
So yeah, go see the movie.
I agree.
But anyways, we can't wait for the Killing Joke, which we
Yes,
saw the
the
trailer. I saw the
trailer.
trailer. But did you see it?
I saw the trailer.
Oh,
I
you saw
did
the
see
trailer.
the
I can't wait for that one. The animation, I don't know. It's very old school.
Old school, which I
I-
appreciate. I thought it was
Yeah.
cool, but
I can't wait to see it though.
I used
That's
to see
probably
the
the
old
movie
Batman
I'm waiting for
TV
from
show.
DC more than anything else.
Killing Joke.
Because
And if you
their animation is amazing. So
Yeah.
that was like.
DC is pretty good.
So yes, let's cut this short.
See, please make sure you read The Killing Joke too.
That's a great graphic novel. Okay, yes.
Graphic
But
novel.
go back to Civil War. Amazing. Go see it. Peace out.
Bye.
Peace out. Bye. Bye.